Welcome to the Lost Lives Count, where we tell you of victims in horror movies, episodes, anime, TV shows, music videos, and beyond. I am your host, William Pry, aka Nexus. Today, I'm doing Ginger Snaps, released in 2012. 2000. This is John Fawcett's film, who actually directed this film, jointly by the story of Karen Walton. Honestly, he actually did this, but 3 years later, he will actually do the folk horror, The Dark. And he actually also did Lost Girl in 2012, a supernatural show. Karen Walton, who actually helped out the sequel 4 years later, Ginger Snaps to Unleash, who actually wrote. Honestly, this movie followed Bridget and Ginger Fitzgerald, two girls who are obsessed with horror movies and make it their own. Who actually are obsessed with making their own and doing the same, but at the worst possible time. Ginger got her first period at the worst possible time during a full moon, when a werewolf is on the prowl. Honestly, she actually got bitten by a werewolf. The beast buried down, and they had to deal with her slowly transforming into a werewolf during a full moon. How many lives lost did Ginger Wolf take in this movie? Let's find out and get to the lives lost. The movie begins in Bailey's Downs, where we actually see houses near a dog barking and a mother friendly when she actually see her dog actually was dead. Then Copper Heart Entertainment and Waver and Motions and Water introduce the Copper Water and into Pictures and Motion Entertainment Long Film and UPix presents the title card. Next, after she was screaming, Bridget Fitzgerald actually saw her screaming, and she actually portrayed by Emily Perkins. She actually portrayed in the sequel Ginger Snaps to Unleash and Ginger Snap Back the Beginning. Honestly, this is the prequel and sequel. She actually played she actually played the same character. She also played Nancy in Extraterrestrial, and additionally she played
Becky Rosen in Supernatural. And Bridget and Ginger Baxter. They actually got busted. The women actually say that they got Baxter, and Bridget responded when Norman was barking and shoved Norman. We actually walk into their room and we actually meet Ginger Fitzgerald, played by Catherine Isabel. She Lizzie Clark in Disturbing Behavior, Tia Pete in Bones, Gib Smith in Freddy vs. Jason. She the same character in Ginger Snaps 2 Unleash and Ginger Snaps back at the beginning. She's Stacy in 30 Days of Night Dark Days. She Mary Mason in American Mary. She Megan in 13 Eerie. She's Sarah in Torment. She Tamara in No See Evil 2. She Janet in The Girl in the Photographs. She Barbara in Night of the Anime Dead. She Gail Preston in It's a Wonderful Knife. Ginger expressed her morbid nature, saying that the unraveling is the ultimate fuck you. And she actually expressed that the ideal being together forever. They create morbid picture artwork, and their teacher, Mr. Wayne, find disturbing and also he actually take them to his guidance counselor office. Mr. Gray checked on Ginger and they actually smoking Mary Jane. Honestly, I will actually just talk about who actually play all of them now. The ones that I actually didn't mention. Playing Mr. Wayne is Peter Callaghan. Who's actually in Law Order, The Seeds, and Willa's Wild Life. Playing Trina and Daniel Hampton. She's actually in Odyssey 5, Coda Infinity, and Kevin Hill. She's also in Tropia. Played Jason McCarty is Jesse Moss. He's actually in The Uninvited, Tom Tucker vs. Evil, which I will actually redo because that is my favorite movie. 13 Eerie, Extraterritorial, Wolf Cop, and Stillborn. Playing Pamela is Mimi Rogers, who actually played the mom of the two girls. She's in Pain Dreadful as Honora Drakren. She in What Still Remains, State Affairs, The Surface, which I really need to cover because that is one horror movie I really need to cover. And also Sam Miller. Who is in Existence, My Little Eye, Final Destination 3, In Time, and Frankenstein Fury. Honestly, Ginger said that high school is never for breeders and hormonal teens, and Trina Sinclair is a date bait, as she actually heard her, and they went to PE and hip check up Bridget into a dead dog, and Ginger said don't mess with Bridget, and whatever now, and And honestly, the beast of Bailey Joy eat dogs, and honestly, Pamela, honestly, she actually won the girl asked about their period, if they have cramps, or honestly, to tell you the truth, Pamela is actually a embarrassing mom. Talking about if they actually experience period. I know that. Well, to tell you the truth, it's just like you talk about this with your parents. Now, Bridget gonna take this leg, and Ginger is actually gonna, they're gonna get some gore from the beast of Bailey down, and Ginger just took and start her period. Bridget heard the horse move, and the beast attacks. She ran and got dragged by the beast of Bailey down. Honestly, the beast of Bailey down is a werewolf, and she gonna get bitten by the beast of Bailey down. But honestly, yeah, Sam actually ran the beast of Bailey down over at 19 minutes and 38 seconds. Honestly, it's a male, and also, why do I count a werewolf on my kill count? It's not humanoid. Fun fact, werewolves are actually human. They are actually human. I actually did werewolves are my bread and butter. So, don't tell me what is not human. Werewolves, honestly, werewolves are my bread and butter. So, werewolves are your typical monster movie where where after you get bitten, you have until sunrise. You have the full moon to turn into you will turn into a werewolf by the full moon. She doesn't want her mom to find out. Ginger doesn't want it wasn't a fucking bear. It was and someone that actually knows about werewolves. I actually like the bond of actresses and the healthy. Honestly, they're talking about the healthy cells and how the cells are. The the other cells are invaded. Now Ginger is actually changing, and the cramps and McGrady tried to flirt and crash. And honestly, it's $85, and honestly, she said, "Do you know anything about about werewolves?" And honestly, now Ginger is actually smoking weed in the back of a truck, and honestly, after Ginger got bit, dogs are going crazy, barking. Fun fact, well, this is actually not that that is very common. Dogs are usually bark uncontrollably because they see something unnatural about a human turning into a wolf but unlike Silver actually kills a werewolf, there's a cure for this type of werewolf. As the wrong Ginger actually have a hairy chest. And honestly, anywhere, and they actually asked about the nurse about puberty, and I'm not giving anybody a puberty lesson, so I'm just gonna leave it on there. And the nurse just gave them condoms. Honestly, Pamela found Ginger's bloody panties. And also, she actually gave her cake, and Ginger is pissed at because she actually told Bridget told Pam that she got her period. That they have talk about the monster. Now, what wrong? Ginger is changing. The next full moon is October 30th. I should have done this in October, but I actually love doing a Halloween movie when it's actually not a Halloween movie. The Halloween plays, which I actually want to do the Halloween franchise. It's actually one of my other favorite movies with practical effects. Ginger is mad. She actually changed her outfits. Honestly, she actually hang out. Honestly, Ginger is hanging out with McGrady now, and Sam is actually now drop by, and she actually says she a werewolf, and she actually had to find a cure, and she doesn't say that Ginger is actually the werewolf, and she actually found out that Ginger is growing a freaking tail. Sam will say bullshit, and now Ginger changing. It's like a infection, and Trina say the slut bitch sisters. Now Jason took Pam. Say you're transforming too, and now it's sexy time until it went too far and got mauled. Honestly, I'm not counting him because he actually survived this. And Ginger puked and she actually killed Norman. If you guys realize why I'm not counting dogs on this lives lost count, because dogs do not count as... I do not count dogs. I go by Debbie rules, so do not judge me. And Pearson, now the owner, and she actually pierced the belly button so she could actually stop her. And honestly, Bridget asked about drugs, and Trina make a joke and push Trina and beat her. And Ginger is going to the office, and she go home, and Jason is peeing blood. Okay, what actually happened is Ginger gave her werewolf, gave the other werewolf curse to Jason. Ginger is acting it like her own, and it's like a weed, so the only way to cure her is monkwood. Which Trina is now she tried and strangle her, and Trina say, "Don't touch me, you freaks," and she accidentally stabbed herself by slipping on milk. Yeah. At 45 minutes and 49 seconds. Out of nowhere, Pam actually come back from the store and pretend to and they actually pretended it was fake blood, and they actually disaster. And honestly, they dig a shallow grave, and Bridget say you have to stay home, and honestly tomorrow blow away, and Jason is now changing, and he actually killed his own fucking dog. His word, not me. Now the field trip, and now Pamela is stop her half troop until and Bridget actually saw Monkwood and told her the truth and a half truth, and saw the monk hood on it's Halloween. And Ginger woke up, and honestly Bridget woke up and locked her in the bathroom. The monk hood actually she need to inject it, and honestly they don't know if it's going to cure her or not, so they actually decided to. Now McCarthy turns back to a human. As well, after Ginger got in trouble for showing her breasts, Mr. Wayne dies by getting mauled by Ginger at 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 36 seconds. It's actually off-screen death. She is turning more like a werewolf by every second. Now she actually say it's a matter of moments until she go full animal. And now the janitor go in and try to clean up her mess, and she actually mauled the janitor in 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 50 seconds. He not dead yet. He affected, now he dead. Ginger is transforming into practical effects and prosthetics. Yay, prosthetics! Now she wanted to die, and now she doesn't want to. Pam found the body, and she actually gave the right, and she actually almost fully transformed. Her hair turned fully white, and now terrible thing that locked the door, and now Bridget going to be a werewolf too. Now Ginger is out cold. She a werewolf too, and they're going to turn her back. And honestly, Ginger is transforming in the back of the car, and the monk roof is in the house, and they have to get booze of water here, and Sam died death off screen by Ginger Wolf at 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 35 seconds. She is shocked now. Ginger raw, and she actually gets in the basement, lost the cure, and the trail of blood, and she spouted the blood. And Ginger actually bit into Sam, and now he's dead. And the monk brute is doing it. She grabbed the weapon, and she actually dying, and now she actually stabbed Ginger, aka Ginger Wolf, stabbed her in the heart by knife at 1 hour and 42 minutes. Now she died. Her sister was her best friend, and she actually had to kill her. Now she cried how monk would. She cuddled with her for the last time. Now the movie ends. How many lives lost did Ginger took in this Ginger Snaps? Let's find out and get to the numbers. But first, wait. Why I got... Oh crap. It's getting closer to the full moon. I am changing. Let's get to the numbers. Six people lost their lives to Ginger Snaps. 4 males and 2 females. more males than females. One was a werewolf, and actually 2 were werewolves. With a runtime of 108 minutes, we got lives lost every hour at 18 minutes. With the great acts of execution, I give it to Trina. Honestly, this death was a hilarious death. She actually she just slipped on milk and stopped her side. It wasn't a mauled death by Ginger, but this is actually a hilarious death anyway, because she actually just got. But this is still a good death anyway. The Wimpy X go to Mr. Wayne, who actually died off screen. We never actually see his actual death. Honestly, it does have 2 sequels, which is Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed and Ginger Snaps Back in the Beginning, which a sequel and a prequel, which I will be covering at the Fridays after July 4th. So, tune in for that. But tune in for the Bay Lives Lost count for July 4th. Have a good day.